Hey, everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan. And I really know whether you've been in this space for years or months, you're wondering constantly in this sea of red to green, green to red, what project should I be paying attention to? And especially those holders of XRP right now, they feel, hang on, don't bull run on me yet. We've got to get through this SEC complaint, right? Well, in this video, I'm going to focus on two projects that I am really looking at, and I will explain the reasons why. So, lots of good comparable project platforms, like, for example, Cardano and Tezos and Ethereum. And then the smallest that compare to those three is Algorand with a market cap of about 2 billion. And it is quite unique because the way it brought its algo tokens into the public retail investment space was through an auction. Yeah, the United States was not able to participate, but the auction was back in June 2019. They sold the tokens for $2.40. It's trading for $1.30 right now. But, you know, what's most interesting is they've had a couple of announcements, and it's not only with the incubator type environments that they nurture. And what I mean by incubators is that is where they select different projects and they will mentor them. They will provide marketing expertise, and in a lot of situations, they'll even assist in the finding of funds. So, you know, raising capital, their fundraising efforts. And on February 2nd, 11 names were announced that were selected by Algorand. 3 of them are payment solutions. One is a DeFi lending solution. And all of them are going to work on the Algorand protocol. Now, what really caught my eye in the last 11 that were chosen is Zittelment. Zittelment is a Danish B2B software company that's entering the cross-border payments for small to medium-sized companies. And I think you can see that there is just a whole lot of people going after the payments vertical, and they're doing it in so many different ways. Now, what I want to talk about with some announcements with Algorand is this one that was from February 10th. It was announced that Tether is going to be the first stablecoin to launch on Algorand 2.0, providing instant confirmation and micropayments. So a slow rolling lawsuit is happening right now. It was brought on by the New York Attorney General against Tether, the parent company of Tether, iFinex, and they are in trouble for fraud and manipulation. And then the sister company, on some good news, the sister company of Tether is Bitfinex, and they paid back their $750 million loan on February 9th. So that's really good. However, Friday, JP Morgan, which is just notorious for always putting out red flags, they have an 86-page report where they talk about should there be a loss of confidence in Tether, then it could have a serious impact on Bitcoin's price, because 50 to 60% of the BTC trading is done with USD Tether. But let me just tell you something. Look, you need to understand that the USD coin, USDC, is on now many exchanges. In fact, it doubled the number of exchanges in January and continues to capture that stablecoin market share. The shifts in the sands are occurring as usual in crypto, and the USDC increase by more than 112% is showing you that nearly $500 million worth of the coin is making its way into the exchanges. So my point is that should Tether give us a big hiccup, yeah, it's going to be a big pain, but where there is a void, there will be another stable coin that moves in and takes its place. So given that information, I don't worry so much about it. I pay attention, of course, but I don't FUD out on especially things that JP Morgan says. All right. So given that there are so many protocols, right, and they're all creating these healthy ecosystems serving clients that solve real-world problems like Ethereum and RippleNet, Corda, and Stellar. Those are just a few. This is why I have Quant Overledger in my focus. It's most interesting. And if you are an owner of XRP, I think you'll see the value that Quant brings to the digital asset. I will tell you for sure that banks love the Quant Overledger. You can see that it is led here by Gilbert Verdian. He has been in that position for a little over 5 years. He was an advisor to the Federal Reserve. He worked at the Bank of England for its cyber security matters. He also was the Chief Information Security Officer for Vocalink, which is a MasterCard company, and he was the founder of the ISO TC307 blockchain standard. This is a guy who goes very much under the radar, but he is super talented, and his team is, as I've said before, second to none. So Quant partnered with MIT to build this standard interoperable protocol that will connect multiple ledgers. And the two of them partnered up about 5 months ago. And then just Thursday and Friday of this last week, the two of them hosted an event for central banks, and financial market infrastructures. And it was a interoperability of the digital assets and cross-border transfers for financial services, and looking at this open digital asset protocol, ODAPS. And I am trying to get a little bit more information because it was closed unless you were one of these banks or financial fintechs. You just couldn't pop into their event. I did find this one graphic, and it's the only thing I've been able to find so far. It looks like it's a slide from the event because you can see MIT is branded along with Quant here. Now, I'm not sure. It came from @VARG_88. So VARG_88. She is a Quant OG on Twitter. And I just love the way this illustrates the gateways of interoperability to regulated securities, to trade finance, to permissioned and permissionless blockchains. And actually all the major network and blockchains, including payments, are incorporated into this solution. So how do they make their money? Through licensing their product. And for the token, which is QNT, any usage of that platform itself goes through the token. And there is a minimum quant holding amount put in place for every participant on the Overledger ecosystem. So it's really quite brilliant. And you can see from the Quant website, this is really the most important part if you're an XRP holder. They are for Ripple. So Overledger for Ripple is for the developers who want to create apps which currently use the Ripple network. Or maybe they can see they want to use the Ripple network for some certain corridors, but they also want to be included in other solutions out there. Quant allows that. So the Overledger provides a standard API for working with Ripple. So again, customers do not need their own Ripple nodes or to learn the low-level interface formats, cryptography, and the other things usually involved in developing applications for Ripple. So why Ripple? Ripple is typically used for cross-border payments and movement of funds. It also is used for some other use cases, it says, but it is primarily a financial network. Yeah, so I think that you have to understand that Ripple's going to get through this as a company some way, somehow. I don't know when. I don't know how that will actually, nobody knows exactly how that's going to shape up. But you also have to remember that XRP under the foundation is totally separate from Ripple, the company. And that is why I'm focused on this second project. This is FLR. And of course, FLR Finance announced that the public beta program is going to begin on February 25th. I don't know if you saw this video. If you did, I want to ask you a trivia question here. Do you have any idea from what movie this was from? I'm going to tell you in this video. But if you are interested in DeFi, if you're interested in gaming, if you're interested in non-fungible tokens, NFTs, if you're interested in smart contracts, the XRP ledger, or building out the XRP ecosystem, then I can tell you that the Spark token, which is FLR, is your gateway to all of those specialties. So just earlier today, I did my first readiness. I got my feet wet, and I generated and set up a new testnet FLR network wallet with private keys that include the FLR Spark token. Yeah, you get one token out of that. So it is in preparation for this FLR Finance that is going to provide these decentralized finance products for their beta, which starts on the 25th. And I am going to tell you, if I can do it, you can do it. Now, every time you do something for the first time, it's it's one of those. This is a first time I have to do this, and you have a little bit of a, do I have time to do this? But then once you get it done, you feel so proud of yourself. I am going to tell you that you'll want to get the MetaMask for this. So you can see my mouse is just on top of there. That will allow you to really complete this process. And the FTSO, that group from Italy that I had on the channel, they have made a video that tells you how to do it step by step. And the best thing about that video is that if you have a question, or anyone who has a question, they're answering the questions in the comments. So it's kind of like this running comment stream of information. And I'm sure that if you have a question or you can't figure something out, go to the how to set up a testnet FLR network wallet and the video, and just read through the comment section. And chances are by now someone has asked the same question that you have come up against. I'll be sure to put a link to it in the description below. Okay, so the trivia question. So what movie was that video made on? It was a movie called The Shogun Assassin. It was based on a manga, a really great series of stories here called The Lone Wolf and Cub, and it also became a TV series. It was released in 1980. It actually was a Japanese-made film, but it was made for the West. And this is the official poster that was made for it. And wow, what a treasure this would be if you could get a hold of one of the original posters. If you know the series called Zatoichi, which is the blind swordsman, his brother was the person who starred in this movie. And the amazing artist that actually created that poster is Evans. What's his name? His name is, I have to go, Jim Evans. And he is still designing. He's in Malibu Beach right now, California. He's got an amazing design studio with big, big, big clients and doing some really cool stuff. I got lost on his website today looking at all the interactive marketing that he's doing for a lot of movies, just tons of movies. And he creates games and interactive graphics to support in a very unique way. I think I spent 2 hours on his website. And when I was looking at the picture here, I said, oh my gosh, look at this. I know this. What he has on his wall is the Francis Coppola Apocalypse Now poster that was released in Japan. How cool of a guy is that? And then, of course, I just want to talk about a little bit of food. Really close to my house in Nakameguro, there's a taco place called Taka Fanatico, and they are doing cherry blossom tacos. It's actually a tortilla that is colored with a little bit of food coloring to make it look pink, and then on the inside they do a tiramisu. So it's really a dessert taco, but again, I think when you come to Japan during the cherry blossom season, it seems like everybody is jumping into making a product that is tying in the season. And just about 8 hours ago, this is a shot from Fujisawa, which I can get to that spot where that guy's walking on the beach, right there, door to door. I can do it in less than an hour, door to door. And that's taking the train and getting off at the Fujisawa station. And this is Mount Fuji, of course, today. Really beautiful shot. Yeah, what a great shot. A lot of surfers in the Fujisawa, all the way down to Chigasaki, all the way down to Hiratsuka. Lots of surfers. And this is the best season for the waves. Yeah, it's the busiest time for surfers. All right, everybody. Yes, do take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.